Hey guys, what's the tea? This is water, actually. Also, I just did my nails for the first time, so now I'm really excited and I just want to do ASMR on everything. ASMR. So today I'm going to be ranking all of my band crushes, which is a lot. I think I'm probably forgetting a lot of them, but I'm just gonna pretend like this is all of them for this video, and I might make a second one. I could also do a ranking band members that you guys like, if you want to pop down below and suggest a few for me. If I get enough, then I can definitely do that. But yeah, what do you guys think? Not bad for my first time doing glue-ons. Ignore the fact that I got a little bit of glue on that one, so it kind of ruins the sheen of it and looks like shit, but we're not gonna talk about that. Sorry, I'm just way too excited about these. Also, mind you that ranking these guys isn't really ranking them by attractiveness because I find them all attractive. It's more so gonna be based off of how long I was obsessed with them and to what degree. Like how much of a steady descent I took into the deep, dark trenches of obsession. Like some of these guys I would eat, sleep, breathe, everything I did was them. So without further ado, let's get into these. So the first one is Austin Knight from the band Waterparks. Now, I had like a decent thing for him. Also, ignore the fact that I stole this from Tiermaker. I made it on there and screenshot it and then put it into Keynote because I hate how glitchy their website is. Sometimes you put someone in a certain rank and then you just like can't move it out, and it drives me crazy. So, all credits still do go to Tiermaker for this. But anyway, because this isn't on Tiermaker, I'm probably gonna put him in between Crushin' and I Find You Cute because I feel like it was kind of like, it was a big-ish thing for a little while, but not huge like some of these. Now, Kim Dracula, I'm gonna skip Remington for a second. Kim Dracula I had a decent thing for a while as well, but I would say slightly more than Austin. So I'm gonna put him in Crushin'. Not quite obsessed and in love. Maybe like a hair into there, but like to not make it super confusing, I'm just gonna put him in Crushin'. Now, Mr. Gerard Way, followed by Frankalicious. I mean, I'm wearing their shirt right now, so if that tells you anything. Gerard, I would also put in Crushin', but actually like ahead of Kim, if that makes sense. Waiting for a truck to drive by. Thank you for your service, your noise pollution service in my video. Thank you to random kid screaming. Now, Mr. Frank Lero. I'm just kidding, okay? I know it starts with an I, don't kill me. I had, and still continue to have, a very big thing for him. So I'm gonna put him easily in Obsessed and in Love. Also, yes, I did purposefully make all of these titles the most insufferable and cringeworthy I could. So, before anyone asks, yes, that was purposeful. Alright, now, we're gonna turn back to Remington Leith from Palais Royale. Wait, have I been saying who these people are from? I don't even know at this point, but if I didn't, I'll just put it up in text on the screen. Anyway, Remington was, is, and most likely will forever be the hottest man alive to me. I'm completely head over heels. I don't think anyone is going to surpass him for me on this list. So if there was a tier above this, he would go above that. But we're just gonna stick him here. Because, as a matter of fact, I would. I'm questioning all of my life decisions. Why am I even making this video right now? I mean, it's a fun thing to do. It's just fun. It's fun to rank your crushes. Or in my case, obsessions. Now, here's one of my most that was a voice crack if I ever did hear one. Here's one of my most recent obsessions. His name is Jack Strifey, and he's from the band Cinema Bazaar. And because I'm actively obsessed, well, but not as much as someone else who happens to be in this list from the same band a little later on. So, I think I'm gonna put Jack in between Obsessed and in Love and Crushin', because it's definitely an obsession, but not quite as much as some other people, so I'm gonna put him in between right there. Now, Bill Kaulitz of Tokyo Hotel. Is it just me or is it really hot in here? I think it's, like, actually hot in this room. I wasn't just saying that about him, because yes, but also it It is getting warm in here. My brain's malfunctioning. It's so warm, clearly. He was a big thing for a while too, but not quite as much as Frank. So I'm gonna put him the same level as Jack. Now, my personal favorite of the moment, obsession of the moment, still not gonna beat Remington, but I'm actively obsessed with Kiro from Cinema Bazaar as well. I don't think he's quite on this level, but like, well, I think he's like in between Frank and Remington. Yeah, that feels right. Because it's like I'm obsessed and in love, but a little bit more than Frank. Yes, I could move them around and just put him before Frank, but I feel like he's even higher than that tier right now. And that's probably just because I'm actively obsessed with him. But, you know, he's gonna stay there anyway, because I love him. I keep having to tap my nails. I'm sorry, I'm so obnoxious. Now, Johnny Gilbert. I know he's not technically, like, in a band, but he is a musician, so I'm gonna let it slide. I did have quite the thing for him for a while. Not currently obsessed, but I feel like it was a big thing. I had more of a thing for Kyle from my Digital Escape, the old videos. If you know, you know. If you know what I'm talking about, comment, because I love you. But anyway, I'm gonna put Johnny... is he on the same level as them? I feel like he's on the same level as Bill and Jack, because as much as I'm not currently obsessed with him, that's what makes it harder. I'm trying to remember the extent of my deep descent into the madness that is my obsessions, that are my obsessions. Grammar. Love that. Anyway, yeah, I think he stays there. That line from those commercials just played in my head of, this is subject to change. But for now, he's there. Now, Emerson Barrett, also of Palais Royal, and also Remington's brother. That's not weird. You're being weird. Stop. You're making this weird. That's not weird. It's not weird. Okay, ignoring the fact that I like both of them a lot, I would say that he is probably... oh god. Emerson just has a special place in my heart. I mean, we're both Scorpios, so maybe that's it. I don't know. But he just has a special place in my heart. And so he's going, even though he's not a current obsession, he's somehow still on the same level as my literal current obsession, that is Kiro. So he's just gonna stay there. That's not subject to change. Now, Ricky Horror Olsen of Motionless in White. Let's see. I did have a little thing for him for a while. I think he's like center of crushin', to be honest. I think that's very much him for me. And the only reason I say that is because I liked him first, but then shortly after I got a thing for Chris, which I think was a little bit more of a thing than I had for Ricky. A little bit more of a deep, dark descent into madness. And by madness, I mean obsession. Now, I think he's gonna... no, but he's not quite on the same level as, like, Johnny and Bill and Jack. I feel like... okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna swap them in here, because they were both of the crushin' variety, but just Chris a little bit more so. Now, drum roll. The moment I'm sure all... wait, I can drum roll. Drum roll. The moment you've all been waiting for, I presume at least. Andy Biersack. The Andy Biersack. Andy Beer Snack is more like it. Am I right? Oh my god. Okay. The moment you've all been waiting for. I honestly don't know why I ever liked him. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Don't click off the video. I'm kidding. It's a joke. He actually... first of all, he and Black Veil Brides were the first to get me into, like, more of the rock and emo scene, and now it's my whole life, so I'm forever grateful. So just for that alone, that would at least make him, like, obsessed and in love, at the very least. However, I'm gonna put him on the same tier as Remington, just with a preference for Remington, but Andy's definitely on the same tier. It's just my Remington obsession has yet to go away, even though I've been also obsessed with 10 people past that. it seems like I'm still almost just as obsessed with Remington, so he definitely stays as my number one. So then if we were to rank these, let's see. So Remington's 1, Andy's 2.
Followed by Kiro, followed by Emerson, followed by Frank, followed by Jack, followed by Bill, followed by Johnny, followed by Gerard, followed by Kim, followed by Chris, followed by Ricky, followed by Austin.
I'm sorry, Austin. I love you too. I love all of them. Like I said, this is just based off of how obsessed I really was. I think they're all very attractive, just differently. I'm also just mostly like a personality person, so if I've watched more interviews of certain people, certain bands, certain groups, whatever, or like in Johnny's case, YouTube videos, I feel like I know the person more, and so that probably has something to do with why they're ranked higher, because I feel like I know them more, and through a screen you can't really know someone anyway, so that's kind of a bullshit point anyway, but in my mind I feel like I know them more, so it makes me more apt to rank them higher because I'm like, oh, but they're so sweet, or oh, but they're so funny, and so I like put them up more. But yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with the end result. That ranking seems pretty accurate, so there's not much I would change. I mean, like, I could switch Johnny and Gerard, but like, that's more going off of like how I feel about it right now though, because I feel like I had more of a thing for Johnny in the past, so no, that's accurate. That's good. I'll go with that for sure. Alright, anyway, that wasn't English. Alright, anyway, I've drugged this on long enough. I hope you're all having a great day. Don't forget to drink some water. I've forgotten all day. And wait, did I eat today? Yeah, I did. But it was a leftover chicken strip from a restaurant and a few leftover fries, and that was it. So that's why I'm dying right now. I'm gonna go feed myself, preferably before I get hangry. But anyway, hope you're all having a good day. Go outside, get some fresh air, touch some grass, get off the internet. You don't need to be watching more videos. And I also say that as a message to myself, because we all fall victim to the forever scroll, doom scrolling, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, just enjoy life. There's beauty everywhere. I'm looking right now, I'll take a video of it that'll be playing right now, but I'm looking at the beautiful fall leaves outside and I'm just like so grateful to be alive, to be able to see this, to be able to, it's just beautiful. And there's beauty everywhere, and you can find purpose in so many things. You are loved, and you matter. Alright, I'm gonna stop getting sappy, and I'm just gonna tell you to, if you want to, like, subscribe, whatever, if you want to see more of this, more of my stupid face. I like poking myself with these. Anyway, I really should end this video. See you guys next time. Is there a bug in here? Go get the fuck away. Dude, do you have to like just sit there in your big loud truck? Apparently. Thank you. Bye. We're not gonna... Why is there a hair on my hand?